most important things that I learned during my first experience were pretty much how to work in a group in industry. Oftentimes industry is very different than the academic setting, and the engineers, technical professionals there operate a little bit differently. So having that actual hands-on experience, communicating with the other engineers, my manager, everyone in the team was really helpful to get like first-hand actual experience.
My past co-op was at Toyota Motor Manufacturing in Kentucky, and there we were launching the new model Camry, and a lot of problems arose as we launched it. So taking time to accept those challenges as they were new to everyone, that really helped me as a student in the co-op program learn different things, as well as all my other co-workers that were experiencing the same challenges.
My first term, I was in a manufacturing plant, so I was on basically a very big warehouse floor with different lines of machinery on each one of them. So just learning how to exist around very hot pieces of machinery, people driving forklifts, how to wear PPE correctly. My main thing was just making sure I was learning how to act, because I'd never been in that type of scenario before in my life.
Finding what you want to do, finding something that's interesting to you, and making that known to your mentor, because if you're doing work that you're not interested in, you're not passionate in, it's going to feel like busy work, and it's going to be a long semester for you. So finding something you're engaged in, it's going to really help the work flow, and you're going to take way more away from it than something you don't care about.
I think like maybe not holding myself to like the most insane standard. One, it is a job. So I think that it was like important to me to always realize like it is a job, so I am expected to be there, you know, my 40 hours or whatever it was, and I'm working. But also like you are a college student, and a lot of the like all the companies that UC works with, like they know that you're students, so they know that like this is like a growing time for you. Like you're a teenager when you're working in this environment that you're working with people who've been there for, you know, years, and they've been working in the industry forever. Holding yourself accountable, but also like giving yourself like a break sometimes, I think is like very important.
Dress nice on the first day no matter what, because they took a picture of me on my first day, and so I look kind of scruffy. Like I still was like dressed kind of nice, but I don't think I brushed my hair that morning. And it's still on my card 2 years later. I got to carry it around all the time.
I would say the most important thing I learned during my first co-op was just how to talk to people. It's very important to get out in front of people, like to talk to people in person, not just hide behind your computer screen, Teamsing, emailing, that stuff. Just getting out there and talking to people, you know, what questions to ask them to figure out what you need to know for your project or any information that they have to offer you. The site that I work at is a manufacturing plant, so the operators know better than anyone how they use their equipment. So to really just talk with the operators and understand what they're doing, how they're doing it, can be a big benefit to you.
The really good thing about co-op is that you're a part of the team that you're in. You know, you are considered by many like to be just like another engineer on the team, even if you're in like a more junior position. So a lot of times you're given a lot more responsibility with many of the projects you have, and this can really be a great opportunity for growth.
One of the most important things I learned on my co-op was just talking and meeting everyone you could. I worked in the manufacturing plant, and whether it was an engineer or a team member on the floor running the actual machine, it was very important to make that connection with every person that I could, and that helped me throughout all my projects. One of the biggest problems I found with myself was just finding the right person to answer my question or get a project done. So making those connections on the floor really helped me along with my co-op term. We're only there for 4 months, so not only are you making connections to help you with your projects, you're also networking. I also made it a goal of mine to go to as many upper executive meetings and upper management meetings as I could, and just getting the chance to introduce myself to those higher up individuals. Many times I met the vice president and all different types of people, and just introducing yourself and getting your name out there was one of my goals for my 4 months that I was there, and I was very successful in that.
The most important thing for me is just walk into work with a smile on your face, show that you're positive, show that you bring some good energy to the company, and usually people radiate towards that, so they really admire you and they're really receptive to welcoming you to the company.